They're all black belts in Tae Kwon Do, and they're pretty bad.
Welcome back to It's Too Bad, the show where we watch the worst movies and look for the silver lining in them. I'm Ted.
I'm Jason. Today I get to share a film that is bad in a lot of ways, but I am so thankful for, and that is Miami Connection.
And what a connection it was.
Right?
Wow. This was my first viewing. I didn't know anything about it going in, and I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
Because it makes for a more enjoyable experience when 20 minutes in you still have no idea exactly what the plot is. And that makes me happy. We're dealing with ninjas. We're dealing with a Tae Kwon Do band.
Yes.
We're dealing with a drug cartel.
Uh-huh.
And all three of them meet in Central Florida, not Miami.
The first 4 minutes or so are in Miami.
Okay. I actually thought they did a really good job on a lot of this. The director, who I just found out is the main actor.
YK Kim sort of co-wrote, co-directed. He doesn't really get the credit on the film for it, and even the director and writer use pseudonyms because they have Korean names. Orlando loves him. They allowed him to film this whole movie with no permits. He is a Tae Kwon Do instructor, a motivational speaker. He has this huge school and used the students from that school as the actors in this film.
The story he wanted to tell was a rock band that also practiced Tae Kwon Do.
Uh-huh.
They only fight when they have to.
Right.
One of the band members is dating the brother of the highest cartel guy, right?
Right. Yeah, there's bikers, they're
gosh.
ninjas.
There's so much.
There's one random white guy, sort of the villain. Like you said, he's the brother of the girl in the band. Okay. She does not practice Tae Kwon Do, apparently, because we never see her
No, she has no
do
time
anything.
for that.
Her brother is very jealous. She's not allowed to have a boyfriend, let alone friends.
He's a friend of mine from school.
A friend?
In the meantime, they are playing their special brand of total 80s synth rock that the lyrics only deal with being in Tae Kwon Do or being friends.
Now, that being said, okay, the songs are catchy.
They're darn
and
catchy.
The place is packed. They have the concert is unbelievable. Every night. Every night.
This is a club. They're a house band for this club.
And it's a Tae Kwon Do rock house band.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about how they filmed that.
Yeah.
It was great. It felt like you were watching an 80s concert.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. It felt exactly like old school MTV. The shots were well thought out. I was, you're intrigued, but then again, you just saw like 17 people die by ninja bikers, okay? And then we go right into this concert and you lose sight of what is happening. Are we now in a concert? Is this like what Kevin Hart does before his stand-up specials? He does a little, like, I'm gonna murder 17 people and then I'm gonna do stand-up and everyone goes, I'm funny. Like, oh, now we're in a concert because they play full songs.
Right.
But then when they get back into the story, you almost lost what you gained at the first part because they've moved from Miami ninja bikers to a cartel cocaine nightclub singing There's a Girl. What? And then they're in UCF. Good for Central Florida.
There's another band that used to play at this club that is now mad that Dragon Sound, their band, is the band there. And so that guy goes and fights with the club owner.
Okay.
And then approaches.
I do remember that. They almost look exactly the same.
Right.
So I couldn't tell what was
themselves.
happening, who was who, and it was early stages. Okay, right.
So the other band makes a deal.
If you get my job back for me, any money I make is yours.
It's a damn band again.
Okay, so the cartel is the ninja? Who's in charge? What's happening in this movie? What is this?
A lot happens in this film in an hour and a half.
Yeah, it plays quickly.
Yeah.
For something with so much to say, this plays very quickly. They film The fight scenes very well.
Yeah.
For a B movie,
Yeah, right.
I was pleasantly surprised. The only thing that doesn't look good is when they go into slow motion.
Sure.
That is it. Because you can see when they're wincing or turning, there's a full miss and the
Yeah.
guy goes down. And you go, ooh, if you stayed regular speed, we wouldn't have this issue.
Right.
Or when you saw that the guy completely missed, why don't we just get that out of there? We don't need to put that in. I was never bored or thought, oh, that shouldn't be in there.
Right.
I was always like, well, it's action-packed.
When you see YK Kim doing flips and spinning around and grabbing people by the face with
Yeah.
his toes
Yeah.
and things like that, that's impressive. And
It is impressive.
You want more of that.
Right. And especially when the other people in his band look so inept that you go, I'm glad he's there. Or they would all die. But thank God he's there and they
Right.
run away, which I now realize makes sense. You run away to break up the group and then fight 3 of them and then run away again.
Yeah.
It makes more sense that way.
Strategy.
Strategy.
Tae Kwon Do.
Is that what they
I don't-
teach? Run away and then fight and
I don't
then
know,
run away?
maybe.
I don't know. Maybe that's someone let us know.
Well, YK Kim has decided that all of the men live together in a house, are all orphans.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the bond that holds them together. And they're very multicultural. They're really happy about that. They want to do a world tour
They
to
do.
visit their motherlands.
So great.
But why do they have to be orphans? We find out Jim, who's known for not zipping up his pants and walking around with his shirt off at all times, anytime he's not on stage, they find out that his father is actually alive and is now looking for him.
Mm-hmm.
And this should be maybe a joyous occasion.
Yeah.
But the first thing out of Mark, who's played by YK Kim's mouth, is,
I didn't know you had a father. I thought we are all orphans.
He thinks this one hiccup's gonna break the band up.
Everything's
the
gonna go
group.
south.
He has nothing left.
and Jim is definitely distraught in this moment too.
Jim gives a powerful performance.
He does.
A powerful weeping.
Yes.
I did not see that in Jim because he doesn't act at all. But this one scene, good for him, weeping about his nationality and where he came from and how he wants to see his father. And then my favorite part is they spend all of their money to get him a suit.
Exactly.
Good for them. With the bond of orphans.
Right.
Who knew?
This movie came at the right time for what it was.
Yeah.
We had thousands of ninja movies.
If you can get surf ninjas,
Right.
on there, come on.
Right. Underground fighting, like blood sport and things like that. Martial arts were hot. The
Yeah.
problem was parents saw it as like a bad thing. Their kids wanted to fight all the time and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And so he came with a lighthearted look at martial arts that, yes, the ninjas are bad. Tae Kwon Do is good, and we can do good with it and promote family and friends. He had great intentions.
No, we did.
And the passion shows.
Absolutely.
He loved what he was
Yeah.
making a film about.
I agree. I think it is at the time period. Like you said, it made sense that this movie was made, and good for him to put out his own money.
Right.
I don't think he had any real training.
And making a film, no?
No. So we've seen people that are filmmakers that can't make films. This guy had the shots well thought out. He had great music. The fighting scenes well choreographed, and he tried to put a different spin on what Tae Kwon Do and ninjas and all these things had to offer. And again, I thought he did a pretty good job. But you're right. It is sad that he couldn't find more of an audience.
Well, luckily you got to see it
Yeah.
finally. And this
Yeah.
is, I think, the 4th time I've watched it this year.
Wow.
Because I can't stay away.
That is
It's
impressive.
a quarterly
That is
situation
impressive.
for me.
Okay.
This was my film pick for Thanksgiving. So obviously on the It's Too Bad scale between It's Too Bad You Didn't Give It a Chance and It's Too Bad to Watch, I'm going right here.
Okay.
It's solid. It's as good of any bad movie as,
Yeah.
and I'd watch it a dozen more times.
If
I love it.
our since we have that scale, every movie that we watch will be the best it could be is here.
Right.
Okay. And so when you look at these films, would you watch it again? Is it something that was enjoyable? All of that is a yes. I am not interested in that genre. I've never enjoyed ninjas like that. That being said, I would show this to people. This is something that I'm actually really impressed at. And so I'm not going to go here, but I'll slightly turn. I'll slightly turn it to about there. So if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave your comments down below. We'll be back next week on our podcast to talk a little bit more in depth on Miami Connection. And we'll be back in 2 weeks right here with a new video for Christmas. Oh, 'tis the season.
Tis the season. December's right around the corner.
All right, we'll hope to see you there.
Oh my God!